Hello people, this is MNU4J and we are starting the stream for today. We are starting a little bit late, like an hour late, and I was just watching our stream from previous day. I don't know why, but I sounded so tired in that, but I wasn't at all. I don't know, maybe I was. We're not so sure. Hopefully we'll try our best to keep things interesting today. So let's start the tour for today. And what do we have here? Hopefully I'm not peeking off the mic. I need to be close to the mic as much as possible and do the best here. So if you guys are watching, so sorry, I'm picking the mic again, come on. Okay, let me check this. Yeah, this is good. So if you want to write to me, you can write in the chat and it will show up to me over here and I will reply to you guys. So hope that's fine. Okay, the chat is ready to display your messages, so yeah, start whenever you're ready. All right. Okay, let's start the tour. So this is about the temple and the priests. This is a beautiful, beautiful temple. We can see the obelisks, a lot of them. They have always been in pair, so must be fun. So we will today be learning about the influence of temples in Egyptian society and the role of pharaoh and the priest in ancient rituals. So we are not very religious people. We are kind of spiritual, but yeah, we really love to learn about other things. So yeah, this will be fun. We would like to know more about the temples and priests. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go in, let's go in.
From its foundation, the city of Memphis favored worship of the god Ptah. The main temple of Ptah was known as Hutkaptah, meaning Palace of the Ka of Ptah. The name of the temple, translated into Greek as Aegyptos, would eventually evolve into the modern name Egypt.
Wow, this is a beautiful artwork. This is the same artist, but the art quality is kind of different. Maybe Mr. Jean-Claude was a bit tired that day. So, beautiful map. It looks almost realistic. Okay, let's continue. So this is the temple we are viewing. Yeah, it just says Memphis with the temple of Ptah in the city center and necropolis in the background. So necropolis is the city, I guess, as we have learned in our past tour, and this is the temple at the center of the city. So the entire city of Memphis was based around this temple. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what more do we have. So we are surrounded with Sphinx. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. A lot of them all around. Okay, let's initiate the next checkpoint.
Temples were the center of religious, political, and economic life in ancient Egypt.
Very obvious.
These sacred places were viewed as the literal home of the gods and goddesses. As such, every aspect of them required care and reverence, all of which was accomplished through elaborate ritual.
So this is Hermopolis with its temple. So I think Hermopolis is the city around it, and this is the temple drawn in 1997 by Jean-Claude Galvin. Yeah, we can identify this artwork. This is way better than the previous one that we were seeing. So we see flags, a clear structure, we can see that very nicely reproduced. Like, this dude's imagination is so amazing. Like, even the trees and things like that, even the walls, they look very much realistic, like someone drew it before the actual buildings are made. Beautifully done. Like always, let's continue. So which way are we going again? We came in through here. We have the Sphinx on both sides, so let's continue. We have a checkpoint out there. Yeah, let's just initiate the checkpoint.
Located in the center of Memphis, the Temple of Ptah was the most prominent and imposing building in the city. The long walkway leading toward the temple, known as the Dromos, was guarded by rows of sphinxes. The entire sacred area was designed to keep the statue of the god protected, deep within the sacred enclosures that surrounded it.
Alrighty then. Let's check out the artwork. Temple of Ta 2016. This is drawn by the same guy, Jean-Claude Galpin. The artwork looks a bit different. Yeah, alright. Let's continue the tour. I think we have missed out something here. Can't make out what we were looking, cause I was a little bit distracted with the shh noise that was coming in from the background, so sorry for that, guys. And yeah, beautiful temple with flags, political and religious. So we always think them as two different things, but politics and religions have always been together from the beginning of the time.
The dromos opened into a courtyard, with the surrounding portico graced with columns carved to resemble palm trees. During special festivals, the general population was allowed to enter this location, but under no circumstances would they be allowed into the sacred spaces beyond the courtyard.
So they were not allowed beyond the courtyard. So this is the courtyard, and these are the pillars that are to represent the palm trees. Okay, so beautifully done. We can see Amun. I hope it's his name, Amun. I always keep forgetting name of the Egyptian gods. But yeah, the god with the dog face. And what else do we have here? Some people. We are not assuming the gender. It could be men or women. Some people. And the priest. We can identify him with his cap, that bald-looking cap. Yeah, we now know a little bit about Egypt. We can understand by just looking at them. A little bit. Not an expert yet. Okay. So yeah, nothing more to see. Let's continue. Now, beautiful flower vase. And what kind of plant is this? What kind of plant is this? I've never seen this before. Anybody knows what kind of plant is this? Interesting. It looks beautiful. It would even look beautiful today. And even the vase looks very nice, like partially weathered. It is looking amazing. Okay. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. We didn't want to. Sorry, miss. What is this? Whoa. It looks like gold. Somebody has left gold rings around here. And it is wrapped in leaves, which is vanishing when we are zooming in for some reason. Ah, interesting. So, do you know what these are? Good sir. He doesn't speak English. He's looking to the top, maybe, oh. He's staring at us. Ah yeah, let's get away. We don't trust this guy. Let's go. There are guards here. Roman guards? Maybe. I'm not so sure if they are Roman or not. Let's continue. Trees. Mangoes? Are those mangoes? Or is it pomegranate? If I'm pronouncing that right, my English is so bad, guys, so please forgive me for my pronunciation. It looks like pomegranates. Not so sure. Yeah, it is pomegranate. Does it grow up in a tree like this? I don't know. Oh, a few have fallen off here. Yeah, it is. It looks like that. Interesting. We have bulls here. We can do things here. Let's try these animations. Come on, Aya, do your thing. What do you do when we step on this white? She sits and eats. Okay. What are you eating? Beef? Okay, we are done with this. Let's go. Can we play around with these bullocks? Maybe? They look friendly. No. Let's get out. Let's continue with the tour. We can do this guy's job, like throwing the hay into the feeding pit or something. I don't know what is that called? Trench, maybe.
The Memphis Alabaster Sphinx was discovered in 1912.
This one?
Almost completely buried in water and sand. 8 meters in height, and weighing in at roughly 90 tons, it is still mounted on its original pedestal. Though it is called the Alabaster Sphinx, it was in fact carved from common calcite rock, which is similar in appearance and texture to alabaster.
So somebody misunderstood it to be alabaster, so it could be. It is beautiful. It is in its original slab. I think they mean to say about this one, but this one looks weathered and this one looks kind of new. The edges are pretty smooth. So it was underwater, so obviously the edges will be erode away. The edges will erode away definitely. And we can see some rusting, a kind of fungus. Oh, sorry, it should be kind of rusting. But this one is a new thing. So it's placed there in Egypt today. So near the remains of Memphis stands the Alabaster Sphinx, Egypt 18th dynasty. Getty imaged. Okay. Interesting. So it was in this temple of Memphis. Interesting. Who is singing? That lady?
Erosion has destroyed the original engravings, making it difficult to determine when it was created.
Okay.
Egyptologists believe that its facial likeness resembles Amenhotep II, and so it could have been sculpted somewhere between 1700 and 1400 BCE. It is believed that this monument once stood outside of the Temple of Ptah and was integrated into subsequent extensions to the complex.
Beautiful Sphinx of Amenhotep II. This is assumed, but they have written it like it's for sure. Okay, a similar type of Sphinx. Okay, this is a similar type. It's not the exact one. The exact one is placed on and open for public to view, I guess. And this one is a museum piece, I guess. Yeah, Metropolitan Museum. This is an exact looking one. So they are sure about this, that this is Amenhotep II. Interesting. So, interesting. And this is the lady that is singing. She's praying to the Sphinx. Interesting. You continue your prayer, lady. We are not disturbing you. Let's initiate this checkpoint.
The size of the imposing sculpture reflects the importance it had to the temple during the New Kingdom. This Sphinx is one of the few remaining artifacts from the ruins of Memphis to survive.
Okay. What do we have inside? Relief from the Palace of Epirus in Memphis. Okay, a surviving artifact. 589 to 570 BCE, Metropolitan Museum, Art, New York. So they have all been taken away to New York. Okay. Interesting. We don't know much about it, so let's continue. It's above our pay grade. Chickens! I know someone who loves chicken. Yeah, I know. If you're watching, see, there's so many chickens around here. Chickens, chickens, chickens. Can we pet them? Come here, Mr. Chicken. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Chicken. No? They're scared of us. Come over here. Come over here. We are vegetarian. Come on. Yeah, come on. Uh-oh. They are scared. Okay, you live your life. Possibly a very short one, but we can't do anything about it. Okay. Let's continue. Where are we now? Senu, help us. So we entered from here, we went through here, and now we are crossing. We're on the side of the temple. I don't know if we will go all the way around to over that side. Maybe. Let's continue. Okay. So there are guards who look like Roman guards, but not so sure about that. Let's continue. What's happening here? Quite decorated place, and
in Egyptian culture, some animals were associated with gods, while others were considered to be living gods. The Apis bull was believed to be a divine entity. The earliest mention of the Apis bull in ancient Egypt goes back as far as the first Egyptian dynasty.
Okay, so we have seen many animals being kept as god, kind of arrested in the temple and prayed to them as gods. I'm not sure if the animal would love it, but it was the past. People did things. So the temple of Memphis was dedicated to bullocks. That means, okay, a bullock that has a cobra on his head. Is that a cobra? It looks like one. Or maybe it's just a decoration. What do we say? A crown, maybe. Okay. People are praying to the bull. Okay. No judgment. You keep doing your thing. Where are we now? More pillars. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Continue. What do we have? More people praying. And what are you praying to, good sir? So they look like normal civilians, they are not priests. Yes. That bullock is calling. I think it's hungry. Oh, we initiated an animation. We can pray. Say something, Aya, come on. No vocals? Amazing. She looks so pretty. Okay, I think the prayer will go on too long. Let's disturb her. Come on, come on. It's done. We are not religious. You keep forgetting. Okay. She looked pretty. We'll have to give that to her. Okay. Yeah. Let's see this.
Originally the symbol of fertility, the Apis bull was linked to the god Ra, with the image of the sun carried between its horns. Later it was associated with Osiris, the ruler of the underworld, thus becoming the funerary divinity Osiropis. During the 18th dynasty in Memphis, the Apis bull's association with the city's deity earned it the title Herald of Ptah. The Apis bull was so revered that even Alexander the Great, upon his arrival in Memphis, gave honor to Apis.
Okay, so also I would like to add that similar statues like of bull and things like that are also have been found in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. So it could be related. We have talked about it in our past streams that many of the cultural things that are in Egypt are also present in India and from very, very ancient times, maybe even before when Egypt started. Maybe a few moved away from Egypt and came to India. You never know. Okay, let's not go into that and continue. We have talked a lot about it before. Okay. I'm sure somebody has written a book or a thesis about this, about the connection between India and Egypt. Because there are many. Okay, let's continue.
The Apis bull lived with its harem in a sacred barn located in an enclosure in the Temple of Ptah. Each bull bore 29 signs representative of its divinity. Among them, the bull had an eagle-shaped mark on its back, a double tail hair, and a scarab-shaped mark under the tongue. The signs were intended to correspond with the lunar cycle. After its death, Egyptians would search for its reincarnated form among the livestock.
Okay, so there could be reincarnation and they wanted to find more like it. So it's kind of Buddhism, like finding the next what do we say, Lama? I don't know the exact names, like Dalai Lama, and then the next incarnation is some different Lama. It's some proper name. I keep forgetting about it. I was just watching a documentary about that. Yeah, interesting. So here we have a bull with some marking on his body. Can we point it out? Do we see any marking? We don't see anything, but we have a feather-like thing that's placed on the curtain or cloth base. I don't know, but yeah, it's very much interesting that they believe that the bull will reincarnate and they will find it and bring it back to the temple. That would be a big festival for them. Interesting. Yes, you are safe here, don't worry. You are safe, you are a god now, so nobody will harm you. It's better than being outside. Outside is dangerous. You understand, sir? Yeah, he understands. Be happy, don't worry. Okay, where do we go? We have done this one. Oh, we need to initiate this one. Let's do this.
Like other living divinities, the mortal incarnation of the Apis bull was prayed to, and when it died, it was given a luxurious funeral, which included mummification. Until the reign of Ramses II, the Apis bulls were buried in individual graves in Saqqara. During the 26th dynasty, the bodies of the bulls were buried in enormous stone vats in the underground corridors of the Serapeum of Memphis.
Okay, this is pretty much interesting that the bulls were considered to be gods were mummified like the humans, but I think the process differed a lot. Like, this is a mummified build. This is not a recreation as it's written on the top. So this is a mummified head of a young Apis, but it is not. You cannot tell that this is an actual animal. It looks like it's just bandages wrapped on a mud that is shaped like a bull. You cannot tell that. Maybe the ears are real, they have dried out, but yeah, a normal person cannot say that. But this is interesting. They gave the animal the equal respect like the humans. So yeah, they really believed that it was God. So okay, let's continue. Golden bull. Somebody will steal it. Somebody will plunder this temple. Ancient world. What a crazy world. Okay, more gold. Gold, gold, gold. Too much gold. What is that? Snakes. Eagle wings and snakes. These are cow droppings or stones? I think it's stones. Okay, let's continue. Good sir. Sorry, sir, we didn't mean to do that. Hope you are doing well today. How is your family? Hope you're married. Bye. Nothing to do here. Nothing. All the soldiers look around like we are doing something suspicious. We are just tourists. We are just having a tour. We are not here to assassinate anyone. This is a discovery tour. I have a pass.
Ancient Egyptians believed that temple rituals were essential to maintain order in the cosmos and allow communication between humans and gods. The pharaoh was required to bring offerings as part of a twofold promise made to the gods: to remain a just ruler and to prevent chaos from entering Egypt.
Interesting. Let's continue. Who is singing? Okay, they are praying. Interesting. All that I can say is that this is interesting. Not so sure. They should be over here if they are praying to the bull, but they're doing it from there. Okay, their choice.
Details of the ceremonies found on temple walls provide a thorough overview of the stages of the daily ritual. Performed 3 times a day to mirror human mealtimes, each step of the highly symbolic ceremony was accompanied by specific recitations, many of which referred to mythical events.
Mythical events. Interesting. Let's check out this artwork. Papyrus showing ritual scenes performed by the divine worshipper. Sikra, 900 to 800 BCE. Photo is held by Grand Palace. Okay, I understand. They are performing some rituals. What are they doing? It looks like some fishes. They're trading fishes with sticks. Okay, these are instruments. Instrument like this is played in India, I can tell you that. This one is also in India. This one I don't know if it's an harp or it is just a book. Interesting. But these two musical instruments are still played in India. And what is this happening? He is a kung fu master. He's moving so fast that he has blurred lines. It could be. And this is the priest or pharaoh maybe, and he is also having fishes from the Nile maybe. And Amun himself is over here, or maybe somebody is posing as Amun. Very, very, very interesting. Let's continue. What's happening here? Somebody that I don't know. Okay, sir, you be seated. Nobody's going to bother you.
The high priest would first awaken the sleeping god with a chant. Then the seals of the shrine's doors were broken and the bolts drawn back. The act of swinging open the doors was a symbolic gesture where sight was granted to the deity. The priest would then bow and kiss the ground.
The priest would then bow and kiss the ground. Okay, hello dark sky. What are you saying? Okay. So this is a guy that knows me. I forgot your account name. Now I remember. When you wrote in Bengali, now I know. Yeah, but আমি এই গেমটা খেলছি এখন, তো খেললে তো আপলোড করতেই হবে, কেউ দেখুক আর না দেখুক। What I mean to say is that if I am playing, I'll be uploading. It doesn't matter if nobody watches. So yeah, I'm kind of stubborn.
The god was then washed with incense-infused water and its mouth rinsed with mineral salts. The cleansing was followed by adorning the statue with jewels and royal garments. The final ritual required the priest to sweep away any footprints in order to prevent evil from approaching the god.
Okay, interesting. So we know that this vessel is used for holy water. That we know very much. So libation vessel, nemset jar. Okay, interesting. Hi Best Cat, thank you for joining in from VK. How are you doing, sir? We are kind of studious people here. Kind of more into ancient history and learning about the history of Egypt. Slow-paced and casual gaming. Not so much into action. Okay, hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for saying hi, man. It supports our stream. Okay, let's continue this. Yeah, let's go through here. And what is happening? Okay.
Heredity was the primary source of new recruits. Rarely was an outsider allowed this position. At the top of the temple hierarchy was the high priest. Each temple dedicated to a god had at least one high priest devoted to its care and service. During the Ptolemaic dynasty, one family held the position of high priest in Memphis for almost 300 years.
300 years. That's crazy. Let's have a look. Okay, this is just the body. I think the head has broken somehow. So Harazak, daughter of high priest Nefrebre, mother of prophet Nisiti, Sikra 260 BCE. I don't know how did they figure out that this was who it was. Like it is missing its head. Interesting. Christian decamps. What is Christian decamps? Is this some kind of museum? Interesting. But the statue is pretty well made. Very well made. Hands are pretty long. I don't know if ancient Egyptian people had long hands. It could be, or it could be just exaggerated. Let's continue. Where to now? Maybe over here. It's getting darker now. Somebody's whispering. Who? You guys are whispering? You're the priests, right? Somebody was whispering. Now they have. Yeah, I hear you. What are they saying? This dude is whispering. What are you saying, sir? What are you saying? His expression is so suspicious. We can't understand him. We will have to ignore him. Okay, let's go. No use, no use.
High priest candidates made their way up the ranks of the temple hierarchy. The one chosen to occupy the lofty position of high priest was usually confirmed by the pharaoh. Several of the high priests were also important officials in the government. Families sharing the highest priesthood titles tended to make many alliances, thereby gaining more land and wealth. Shifting balances of power sometimes resulted in more or less open conflicts between the priesthood and the pharaohs.
So politics and religion clashing. Very obvious. Let's have a look. So this is a priest in leopard skin cloak with an inscription and Osiris on his skirt. Okay, inscription of Osiris. Okay, 25th Dynasty, Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York. But this priest looks humble. It doesn't look like he will go against the pharaoh or have a clash with the pharaoh. But maybe they had some magical powers so that they can bring down the pharaoh himself.
In the 21st dynasty, Thebes became the capital of an almost entirely theocratic government. The city was headed by king priests who spoke and governed in the name of the god Amun, in open opposition to the ruling pharaohs. These king priests caused a massive decentralization of power, known as the Third Intermediate Period.
Okay. I just noticed that the game was lagging a few FPS. I forgot to overclock my graphics card before starting the game. Was in a bit rush. Hopefully the game is smoother now. Just overclocked it. That's the fun of having a powerful computer. You can just overclock your game in between while the game is running. Some of you guys could have complained, could have written in the chat, guys. Come on. Whenever you see some fault, some error, some lag, do let me know. Come on. Do that next time, okay? Okay, what's happening here? Some people are talking. Maybe can we sit with them? Can we? We are not the priests. We are not the special ones, but we can always do this. Like, yeah, we are sitting. We are eating. Okay. What is that? Sausages? What is she eating? Some carrots, beans, some pulses, and bread, I assume. Okay, that's it, Aya. We don't have time to eat. We need to rush. We have a flight to catch. How respectful. They all stood up for the lady. Nice, nice. Good gesture. They know how to treat a lady. Okay, let's continue.
The educational institution in ancient Egypt was known as the House of Life. Attended by the offspring of the elite and the clergy, it was a place tailored to the social status of its attendees. The earliest references to this type of institution date back to royal decrees of the Old Kingdom.
Okay, so let's check out this beautiful statue. I think we have seen this before, haven't we? Statue of Nechtorheb kneeling in prayer. Yes, we have seen this. 26th Dynasty. Yeah, we have seen this before. Educational Institute in ancient Egypt. Let's continue. Like, this tour is long. We'll need a long hotel break. We need a good sleep after this tour, cause we started in the day and now it's night. Such a long trip.
Only 2 known centers have been uncovered. One in the abandoned city of Akhetaten, and one at the temple of Ramses II on the west bank of Thebes.
Okay.
Inscriptions uncovered in those locations mention the names and titles of people who were connected with the House of Life, such as a chief physician and many scribes.
Okay.
It is presumed that by the late kingdom, every temple had a House of Life.
The House of Life. Interesting. So we have some amulets here, some snakes, and I don't know, maybe some cats or mouse. Don't know. Now this is Arabic, I assume. Not so sure, but it could be. Okay, so this is Papyrus House of Life, Ancient Egypt. The British Museum holds it, London. The trustees of the British Museum. Okay. The rights are held with them. Let's continue and check out this one.
The House of Life offered training for the elite, destined for occupations such as astronomers, doctors, veterinarians, diplomats, architects, translators, or theologians.
Okay, the Ologians, I don't know what Ologians mean.
Specific disciplines, making them a central hub for the country.
Interesting. Like, if we were reading a book, we would have slept long ago. I'll have to tell the story is kinda slow, but still way interesting than reading a book. But I am like hungry for information. Whatever you throw at me, I'm ready to like absorb it. Maybe we'll use it in somewhere. You don't know. Information is always useful. You get to use it somewhere. Maybe we'll work on a project related to Egypt in future. It will be helpful then. Okay, now what do we have? This is not hieroglyphics. It looks like it's some different language. It's not Arabic. Not so sure what language is this. So this is Astronomy Papyrus of Edoxus. So this could be Greek, because you can see some letters that are kind of English, maybe. I'm not so sure that it's even Greek. Do they say something in the text on top? No, 2nd century BCE. Arvelovetsky. No, this can't be Greek. Maybe some other language, we don't know. But interesting. Somebody read it and told us that it was about astronomy, so we believe them. Okay, let's continue. Which way again? Now losing the sense of direction over here.
Not limited to instruction for young students, the House of Life was a source of reference for many scholars, with rooms dedicated to papyri of many disciplines. Because papyri were preserved there, the Greco-Romans referred to the House of Life as a library.
Interesting. So this is how the library started. So next time we visit a library, we'll call it a House of Life. Could be. Okay, the scribe's tablet. This is literally a tablet, like written on a wood. 1664 to 332 BCE, Metropolitan Museum Art, New York. So up till now, whatever artwork we have seen, they are either held by Paris, by the British Museum, or the New York Museum. So these are the main museums you want to visit if you want to know more about the Egyptian things, and also the Egypt itself. So Egypt has some museum and some contents there too. Like, they managed to save some of them. Not everything was exported out of there. So yeah. Okay, let's continue. So now we know which museum to visit if you want to know more about these things. Good information. So we are going out of the temple now. It looks like that we are going pretty far away. The next checkpoint is way over here. So we're now in the outer section of the temple. Let's see, have a look and have an aerial view. So we came in through which way? Can't see the beginning. Which way is the entry? Okay, this is the entry. We have gone through all through here and then around here. Then we are now back again to the main gate. Interesting. Let's continue the tour. Tour de France. Okay.
Ancient Egyptian economy was based on an unequal system of redistribution of goods.
Okay, the barter system.
The state of Egypt collected the crops, and the temples distributed them throughout the provinces.
Okay.
Since the only people capable of counting and ensuring a fair redistribution were the educated scribes, This meant that the temples played a pivotal role in this process.
Okay, so they're distributors. So this is kind of a ration. People get food from the temple. I hope not all the crop was collected by the government, by the kingdom, because that would be bad. Okay, so let's look at this. What is this happening? So this is a recreation, I guess. So a model of a granary with scribes, Sikra, 1981 to 1975 BCE, Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York. So somebody made it. This can't be real. Looks like something that would be in an Indian museum. Yeah, some museums are really disappointing, but we can't blame them. It's not so easy to get all the original pieces. Okay, let's continue. Which way again? Over this. Over there. Okay. Let's keep on moving.
There are records of pharaohs making offerings of large tracts of land and animals to temples in order to maintain their favor. Ramses III offered generous gifts to the temple of Amun in Karnak in such a manner.
The temple of Ramses II offerings from Ramses II reign of Ramses III. This is confusing. Okay. Florence. This is a Grand Palace. Okay, interesting. We do not understand anything here. We are completely confused about the name, who is giving who the gift. But let's continue. Maybe something will be on the next checkpoint. So
palaces, warehouses, and granaries were built inside the temple compound to better control the redistribution of goods.
Okay, we can understand that.
The size of the recorded numbers of goods, combined with every other function filled by temples, only serves to confirm their might as economic, religious, and political centers of power within Egypt.
Okay, so let's have a look. We have seen this before. These are the granaries from 1909. Somebody took the photo. Wow. Although so old, it is pretty detailed. Like, we can see things. The complete base structure can be seen. Interesting. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is the stream for today. We'll continue playing the Discovery Tour tomorrow, and we really don't care if somebody watches or not, but we will do it anyway. So, like, I am very much interested in the information, and we're hoping that we could make some good use of it later on. So let's do it. Let's pick up some hay before we go. So this is it, guys. This is M4J. Next, signing off for today. We'll be back again tomorrow with another set of Discovery Tours with kind of rubbish commentary. So bye for today. See you back again tomorrow.